Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for checking in with Tea and Trivia with Stu, episode 5, y'all. We're on one solid hand. Yes! What is this show? Press pause, just take a life break, pour yourself a cup of tea, just take some time for yourself and spend a little time with your old pal Stubert, learning some interesting facts, playing some trivia, and you know what? Maybe you'll learn some things you didn't know. Maybe you'll reaffirm things you already know, and just proving how smart you really are. But that's what we're all about. So just stop whatever you're doing, enjoy a cup of tea or something stronger. I'm not here to judge. And let's go, shall we? So let's get right into it. It is March 2nd this week, March 2nd. That is National Read Across America Day. Ooh, did you read a book today? It's not too late if you didn't. Well, I don't know when you're watching it. It might be too late, but it's not too late for you to read a book. You can literally read a book whenever you want to, not just March 2nd. But it is officially National Read Across America Day. This day is dedicated to the joy of reading and getting kids excited about reading on March 2nd. It is selected to be on March 2nd because it's the birthday of which famous children's book author? The reason why National Read Across America Day is on March 2nd, because it's the birthday of which famous children's book author? Give it a second. Think about it. You're probably thinking of the most famous one, Dr. Seuss. I would probably say to you, you're right! Absolutely. Dr. Seuss's birthday, March 2nd. That's why it is on today. So there you go. Good job. Oh, y'all, this is crazy. Eric Carle's iconic children's picture book is sold somewhere on the planet every minute. Process that for a second. First published in 1969. Y'all, that's a lot of books sold. But what is the name of that very popular children's picture book? Eric Carle's children's picture book, first published in 1969, and it is sold somewhere on the planet every minute. That's crazy. Are you ready? Yeah, you know it. Of course you do. You probably read it 1,000 times to yourself or your kids. It is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Yeah, good job. The Harry Potter books were the first children's books on the New York Times bestsellers list since E.B. White's book in 1952. What was the name of that book? So we're talking about the first children's book to be on the New York Times bestsellers list. 1952, authored by E.B. White. What is the name of that book? Are you thinking farm animals? Thinking about a pig and a spider who can spell things in a spider web? Then I would say you're on the right track because it's Charlotte's Web! Woohoo! You're on fire! Ooh, this is a good one. Carolyn Keene is the name to whom every book of this very successful book series is on the cover. But it's not a real person. Carolyn Keene is a pseudonym for many authors who contributed to this series over the years. This long, successful series of books centers around what well-known character? Are you thinking like, this is a real mystery? Nancy Drew! Nancy Drew. Oh, fun fact for you. Who was the first Carolyn Keene? Her name was Mildred Wirt Benson. The original Carolyn Keene eventually wrote 23 of the Nancy Drew series, including the first one. What was the first book called? Were you a Nancy Drew fan? What was the very first one called? The Secret of the Old Clock. Good job. You're wondering how I know you're doing a good job? I feel it in my heart. I can just tell these things. I know you're crushing it. So, fun, just questions and facts for you about some books that maybe you've read in your lifetime. I mean, it's been a while. Pick them up again. But make some time this week. Read your favorite book or buy your favorite book. Give it to a favorite kiddo of yours or a local school in your area. But and support books, y'all. But take some time and read some books. You deserve it. Something else that's happening this week you might not know about. The Library of Congress is awarding the Gershwin Award for popular song to the artist responsible for songs like What She's Doing Now, The Dance, Thunder Road, Friends in Low Places, Callin' Baton Rouge. Okay, listen, this is a very long list of hits. If you don't know who this person is by the songs I've told you, y'all, we're going to have a conversation aside from this video because it is the one and only Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is getting the very distinguished Gershwin Award for Song this week, which is very well deserved. If you've never seen him in concert, man, put it on your bucket list. It is incredible. So here is some other recipients of this very prestigious award. Can you guess who they are? They gave the award in 2015 to another country artist who has been in the music business for 6 decades. He has had a string of hits of his own and has written a lot of other songs for other artists, like the song Crazy, sung by Patsy Cline. Crazy. Do you know who this artist is that received the Gershwin Award for Song in 2015? He wrote the song Crazy. Patsy Cline sang it, of course, but who wrote it? Take a second, think about it. I'm going to sip this delicious tea. Are you ready? This person is known for being like an outlaw and a renegade. What about I said like ponytail? No, what is this? What is this called? Braids. Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson is the one who wrote Crazy and Patsy Cline sang it. It's actually a really great story. You should take the time and read that story. It's crazy how things happen. Oh, this is a good one. 2013 Gershwin winner has written pop songs for decades for herself and other artists. Earlier in her career, she collaborated with her husband, Jerry Goffin. Some of the songs that she wrote, The Locomotion, come on, you know that song, Up on the Roof, The Drifters, I Feel the Earth Move. That might have been a giveaway for you. Who won the 2013 Gershwin Award for Best Career in Songs? You don't need much time. I know. It's Carole King, the one and only, the iconic Carole King. Excellent job. This one might be a thinker for you. I'll take an extra long sip after this one. In 2012, the Gershwin Award went to the guy who wrote On My Own. It was a big hit for Patti LaBelle. Close to You, big hit for the Carpenters. I Say a Little Prayer for You, Aretha made that a big hit. Walk On By, it really made Dionne Warwick's career. But what person is responsible for all those huge hit songs? Once again, I hear you asking for it there again. On My Own, big hit for Patti. Close to You, big hit for Carpenters. I Say a Little Prayer for You, Aretha made that a big hit. Walk On By, big, huge hit for Dionne Warwick. Who is the one responsible for all that? I'll take a long sip while you think about that. Man, I love hot tea, I'm not going to lie. Are you ready? It's Burt Bacharach. Burt Bacharach. Special shout out to his creative partner, Hal David. But Burt Bacharach won that for all these hit songs and did so in 2012. So There you go. Pretty cool. You learned some fun things about some artists, and you probably didn't even hear of the Gershwin Award until this show. So you know what? The things you learn here, free knowledge for you. Before we bid farewell, we got to give a shout out to all the incredible women who have had a significant role in shaping our society and forever leaving their imprint on Earth, because it's March, which means it's Women's History Month. Woo! This is March, of course, so here are some interesting facts you might not know about Women's History Month, like this. Did you know that Women's History Month is observed in the US, the UK, and Australia in March, but in Canada, it's celebrated in October? They like to celebrate things in the fall, I guess. That's cool, let's just prolong the celebration. 1980, President Jimmy Carter designated the first official National Women's History Week, beginning on March 8th of that year. Congress declared March 1987 as the first official Women's History Month. So, there you go. Maybe you're seeing a theme about the month of March, why they're selecting in March. It also has something to do with milestone achievements. Title IX, which prohibits sex discrimination in federally funded education programs, was passed by the Senate on March 1st, 1972. It became a law later that year. Earlier in the 20th century, 2 significant women's suffrage events took place in March. The first major suffragette parade took over Washington, D.C. on March 3rd, 1913. And the National Woman's Party, a political group dedicated to women's suffrage, was officially formed in what month? You picked up the theme. March 1917. So take some time this month, and I really encourage you, look up and read not just on the lives of amazing women trailblazing in society, but I also encourage you to look on the ongoing struggle that women are still going through for gender equality, and see what you can do about that, and jump in the fight. But throughout this month, we'll do some fun kind of trivia about some really awesome women ass kickers out there. Oh, one last thing before we go. I see my time's almost up. One last thing before we go. Someone has a very keen eye and asked me a question. Literally, you must have eyes like an eagle. Someone asked if this right here, there, was an Animaniac figure from the 90s. And you're absolutely correct. That is an Animaniac figure like that. Wow, this is hard. I'm really impressed with your observation. This is actually my what I call shelves of nostalgia. A thing you don't know about me, but you're going to now because I'm going to confess it. When I was a kid, I loved to collect Happy Meal toys, not just from McDonald's, but like the other ones too. They're all out there. Anyways, I literally still have hundreds of old school nostalgic action figures, and because I'm a big kid, I don't know, but yeah. So that is Animaniacs behind me. Kudos to you. Here's my Golden Girls limited edition action figures, because why not? Life is short. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did making this for you. I hope you learned some interesting things to impress your friends, your family, your coworkers, or maybe just start some really great conversation, because that's what we're all about. But I really appreciate it. Thanks again. My name is Stu from Stupendous Productions. If you want to subscribe this and follow this, that'd be awesome. You can check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Stupendous Productions. We have fun puzzles and pictures, and it's just a good time. It's just 2 barrels full of fun. But I hope that the rest of your week, from whenever you watch this, is filled with peace, love, and bear hugs. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Tea and Trivia with Stu. Woo!